Hi guys, it's True here, bringing you a quick play of Pressure Cooker on the Atari 2600 way back in 1983 when video games consoles still had wood veneer on them. Now this is a very simple game. You are a short order chef in a burger bar, and you have to fulfill the orders which you see at the bottom of the screen there. You read the orders from horizontally, you do. So like the top one there requires no tomato, requires some onion, no lettuce, no cheese. So just basically bang an onion on there. And when you do complete the requirements of burger, a burger bun will fly out of the bottom dispenser on the screen there. Obviously the other dispensers colour coded, red one being tomato, the I don't know what colour you'd call that, slightly off brown olive kind of colour, that's your onion, green is your lettuce, and the slightly bigger one, yellow, is the cheese, and like I said before, the bottom one is the burger bun. Once you've fulfilled the order, as you can see there, a burger bun will fly out the bottom, and then you go to the wrapping area, which you have to drop the burger into the correct chute. Now the way you lose the game on this one is if you look at the left there, top left of the screen by the oven, you'll see the 49 there, that started off at 50, that's your performance points. Now for every time a ingredient hits the back wall, you lose 1 performance point. You have to belly bounce the unwanted ingredients back into the chutes. So you lose 1 performance point for the ingredient hitting the wall. You also lose 1 performance point if any of the ingredients hit you, rather than you belly bouncing them back in. If you put the same topping on a burger twice, you also lose a point. And then the big penalty is that if you drop the burger into the wrong coloured chute or miss the chute entirely, and the biggest one is allowing a burger to actually drop off the bottom of the conveyor belt, that's a whopping 9 to 10 points. There's no way of recovering the performance points, so you've basically got 50 points to get as far as you can in the game. Now the first level there is quite straightforward, just usually 1 ingredient, and as you can see now it's getting a lot more complicated with more ingredients needed. The way the game screws you over is due to the randomness that the ingredients are dispensed. There's no set order, it's not guaranteed to give you what you need, and when you've got to fulfill orders with 3 or maybe all 4 of the ingredients in a burger, excuse me, you are really pushing the limit really with your burger bun right at the bottom of the conveyor belt. It's also very difficult to keep track of what you do actually need, because as you can see, as soon as you watch this now, as soon as you pick 1 ingredient up and dispense it, the next one shoots out straight away. So you've got very little respite to actually have a look at your order sheet just to see what's going on. Also with multiple orders as well, sometimes a burger bun will fly out at you, a burger top will fly out at you, and you'll be wondering what the hell it's for, but they throw in plain burgers as well, just to confuse you, and they fly out at random. If it's plain, obviously there'll be no ticks near any of the ingredients, but it just gets really confusing, it does. Usually if you get to at level 3 or 4, you've done a really good job at this. But it's really a good game overall. I mean, I used to play this game quite a lot when it came out. Activision were the company at the time who seemed to have mastered the Atari 2600, and they released an awful lot of games, and the majority of them were actually decent. They all revolved around a simple premise, but it just worked really well. Also remember what Activision did as well. Each game carried a high score requirement, which you actually took a picture of your television screen and sent it into Activision, and then actually send you patches, like jacket patches or clothing patches, so you could sew it on. I remember a lot of people collected those and had jackets full of them. Like I say, with Activision being the top company at the time, it was something that was, quite cool to have at the time. That's the second level done there. Don't think this poor chap's got a name, to be honest with you. Let's have a quick look. Nope, he's an unnamed chef. So he's got a really hard time, really, because quite how a burger bar would run in this format is beyond me, but it is a game after all. What I'm going to look to do as well is I'm going to have to look at focusing on quite a lot of the Activision games, because like I say, they were the best company at the time. Another good company that produced quite a lot of good games, I think it was Parker. They did some good Atari 2600 games. They did quite a lot of good paddle controller games as well. Are you familiar with the Atari 2600? They're the paddle controller, which basically had like a swivel dial, which you used to control whatever you had on screen, left and right, and you had the trigger button. I'm not sure how well that'll actually translate to a traditional control, because on the games room which Xbox brought out, the paddle games were almost unplayable, and it was really an insult that they actually released them, because you just couldn't play the games at all. Using a stick or a pad was just way too sensitive. Now this is starting to get tricky here now. I think the shit's going to hit the pan soon. Yeah, it's going right near the bottom there. See if we can get that burger quickly. Oh no, see that's something through the plane went out, you see, because that one at the bottom's not ready, and that dropped off the screen while I was in the wrapping area. Big -10 for that. Okay, that's another burger complete there. You can see it does get quite hectic now. If we just gave you a split second between the ingredients, that would be an awful lot better. Right, that's all going really wrong here now, so I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. That was a quick play of Pressure Cooker on the Atari 2600. Hope you enjoyed it, and thank you very much for watching.